Hey guys, good morning. I am just kind of having a late breakfast and something that I've been kind of doing for a little bit with my breakfast, and I thought maybe I would pass it along to you guys because not everyone knows this stuff. Like sometimes it comes sort of natural to me because I've been doing this for 2 years, but for some of you this might be completely brand new information. So we all know that you're supposed to have a certain amount of purple containers a day. So I am having 2 purples a day at this point, with my program that I'm using. So ideally you want to have your purples earlier on in the day because fruit contains a lot of sugar. It's natural sugar, but it still contains a lot of sugar. So the earlier you can have your fruit in the day, the better, because then you can kind of burn it off as the day goes on. So having your fruits earlier in the day is just sort of a way that you can kind of speed up your results, or if you've kind of hit a plateau, you can start to make a little tweaks with the 21-day fix meal plan. So that's one of them, get your fruits in earlier. The other thing is to look at the fruits that you're having. The list of foods for the purple containers, the ones at the top are the best options. The ones at the bottom are still good fruit options, but you mostly want to stick to all the foods that are near the very, very top. So if you look at the top, you will notice it's blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Those are the top 4 fruits. So that's sort of what I have been having for the last little while. I love berries. However, this time of year, if you are, from Canada, for sure, unless you're like from a southern state that has sort of natural like fruit all the time. And I have 5 kids in my house right now, so that's why they're screaming. So the fruit right now is not great. Let's be honest. We go to the grocery store, for one, berries are so expensive and they don't even look that good. And you know what? Even if they are affordable, they're not a good choice right now because they were picked from Peru or Brazil or I don't even know where, but they were probably picked weeks ago, maybe even months ago. So as soon as something is picked, like a fresh food is picked either from a garden or a tree, wherever, as soon as it is picked off the vine, it starts to lose its nutritional value right away. So something that was grown in another country, by the time it gets to us, into our grocery stores and then into our kitchen, there's not much nutritional value left. So yes, sometimes you will taste a berry and it has like no flavor. Other times they do taste really, really good, but the nutritional content isn't as powerful as it is when it is first picked. So my advice is to buy frozen. One, it is considerably cheaper. You can buy a huge bag of frozen berries from Costco for like $11, $12. And it's a big bag, like it'll last you a couple weeks for sure. So that's what I've been doing. I have in here some frozen berries and I am loving these, and there's so many fruit selections you can get in frozen fruit, and you don't even have to clean it. You can throw it in the freezer. It's super easy to store. You don't have to worry about it going bad, and it tastes amazing, and the nutritional value is there because with frozen fruit, as soon as it is picked, they freeze it immediately. So it's not sitting around in grocery stores or in trucks or planes or boats, however they get it to us. So what I do in the morning is I have a yellow container of oats. So I cooked these a few days ago, so it's just cold in there. Threw my yellow container in. I threw a purple of frozen berries in there. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. I might put a little bit of honey in there to sweeten it up, or some natural peanut butter, and that will be my breakfast. At the same time, I measure out my second container of frozen berries, and I will leave this on the counter, and after lunch is when I need something sweet. It's like when I kind of have a craving for like a cookie or like a piece of cake or pie, something really bad. So what I have been doing is having my berries right after, and they've de-thawed a little bit from this morning, so they're kind of like sweet and cold and juicy, and they are so good. And that does it for me. Like that gives me the sweetness that I need, and I feel very satisfied after I had my lunch. So that's just a little tip for you. Just sort of plan ahead a little bit, and really stick to the top items on the food list. And if you're having a hard time maybe losing those last 5 pounds, or you feel like you're in a bit of a rut, just sort of tweak up the food choices you're having and the times of day that you are having them as well. Hopefully that helps for you guys. We'll talk soon.